Thank you. Thank you. I am recording now. Thank you. Thank you. Gosh, you guys are so kind. Okay, so we're going to get started. So first me, I'm going to give you 6 brain tips. I'm Dr. Mary Rensel. I'm the owner of Brain Fresh. I'm a neuroimmunologist. I'm a business owner, and I do this because I'm trying to just break the status quo or, bend it, push it, because I think there's a lot of misinformation out there about, what is normal for neuroscience. Um, how do we focus? How do we make it happen? How do we make everything happen in a busy week? And women, we always have, more and more demands on us. And, what do we as women, busy professional women, what can we do? Um, Here we go. Oh, good. Good, good, good. I'm glad. Get more people coming in. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're just getting started. So Ivory and I today, we're going to walk you through. I'm going to start with some brain tips for focus, and Ivory's going to join in and teach us some exercise moves we can do in a busy week. So thank you for coming. I'm just really honored that you would share your time because I know you're busy and you got a lot going on. So we will get started. So let's go here. Let me move this over. I'm going to start my slideshow. Okay. Yeah, so just let me know if anything's going on in the chat. Maybe Ivory, you could watch the chat. And if there's anything, just text my cell. Okay, so a little bit about Ivory. She's going to introduce herself at her section, which is right after mine. So we can get all excited. And she is a rock star. She's going to walk us through some exercises that were really helpful when we did this in February last time. So this is me. I'm a working doc and I also have my own business. I really believe that wellness, well-being, sustainable well-being is really important. And so if we're, busy professionals, I feel like, there are foundational things we can put into place. So today I'm going to give you 6 brain tips we can put into place just this week. So if you want to grab a notebook and a pen, that would be great. If you want to put on a scale of 1 to 10 in the chat, how your week was, 10's great. 1 was just a and let us know how your week went. And then Ivory's going to take over and give us some restorative movements for the busy woman. So if you want to grab a towel, a water bottle, and just have it close, I could give you a couple minutes if you want to grab that or get a notebook and a pen. Thank you all. Let me just make sure that we don't have anybody else waiting to come in. Okay, great. Well, thank you all. Okay, so let us get started. 1 to 10, how was your week? 7, nice. Selena and I got to play golf this week and have lunch. That was like amazing. 10 out of 10. Okay, so 6 brain tips for the busy, and challenges that we all hit. So a lot of people, when I say, how's your week? They're like, I'm toast. I'm toast, So we're just tired. We're toast. We squeeze a lot into our weeks. We're trying to make our day very impactful, as well as care for ourselves, care for those we love, and then just get our work done, right? So I just want to acknowledge that you're all rock stars, and I know that you're tired and you're re-energizing this Saturday. So I'm glad you're here. And this is for you if you, find yourself helping others a lot, you want to feel creative, you want to acknowledge your accomplishments, you want to keep growing. You want some guidance on how to make that all happen. You want a safe place to talk about it. That's where we are today. You want to feel supported and have some impact in the world, right? We want to feel valued, like we matter with what we do each day. And today we're going to talk about the power of brain wonder. And when I talk about wonder, I'm not saying that we need to know everything. We don't have to understand everything about the brain. We sort of wonder how it works. How can I navigate it? How can I influence it in my busy work week? So just like I think of it like me and a car. Like I don't need to know everything about my car. I just need to know what I need to do to get it working, to keep it at its optimal abilities, get me where I want to go and take care of me, keep me safe, right? So I feel like the brain wonder and cars similar. Um, so we're going to talk about tips to find joy and purpose and meaning professionally, and how movement can keep us nimble and as well as peaceful. So it's very important to realize that not only will it keep our bodies healthy, but it will also keep us peaceful. I think of culture kind of like this picture, like we're the beautiful flowers, of course, but culture is that brown water and the leaves that are still, some are beautiful, some are decaying. Culture is filled with old messages, nutrients, and our culture that we live in, supports us, nourishes us in some ways, in other ways, there's parts that are dying, changing. It's always changing. So it's really important to think of where are we getting our messages about what's important to us. Are we following the cultural messages? Is there anything we need to challenge in those messages? And does this sound like you? Like you can remember that overwhelming joy in the past? You would wake up and just be so excited to get going. But now some days you're just trying to figure out like how to make the day happen. You're looking for opportunities, but there's a lot of inequities in this world. You hoped for more. You're feeling kind of stuck. Now, what about the brain? Well, work and the brain is an interesting combination, right? Like we don't have a functioning optimal brain. A lot of times we cannot do our work. We cannot get our work done well or fast or productively or efficiently. So that's my message is I like you to know enough about the brain that you can have some brain wonder and make sure that you are feeling vital at work, you're feeling important, you're feeling useful, and you're doing everything you can to keep your brain working at its tip-top shape. So what will happen if we indeed, take care of all of these things, if we follow these tips, we can feel empowered, we can feel creative, we can feel informed. I love when I know like where to put my time, where to save my time. I want to feel enthusiastic. I want to feel excited, not the whole day long, but I want to have moments where I feel hopeful or brave or courageous and valued. I mean, that's what I'm after, right? So this is something about me. I'm a business coach, I'm a business owner. I'm a keynote speaker. I'm a neurologist and I'm a mom of four. My kids are kind of sprinkled in these pictures. Um, and I created Brain Fresh because I wasn't okay with the status quo and I wanted to keep on going and offering people new opportunities, maybe new ways to challenge the status quo or those cultural messages that we hear. So who's ready to hear some brain tips to feel empowered and creative throughout your week? I made this little lotus flower. Okay, I didn't make it. One of my assistants made it because I just love the images. I love when I go kayaking and I see lotus flowers and lily pads because it reminds me of what I see on MRIs when I'm looking at pictures of the brain on MRIs, which I do with my work all day long, especially on certain cuts or the kind of pictures. It looks like it looks like a lily pad and it looks like a lily pad leaf, especially. And what you'll see in the lily pad leaf is there's a heart right in the middle. And it's really neat because I want to remind people that our emotions come from the deep part of our brain. So do our good ideas, right? And our ability to remember things. A lot of times we learn emotions come from the heart, and that's not where they come from. They come from the brain, as do our ideas and our ability to focus. So we have to really acknowledge all of that, that brain vitality is realizing all of that. I'm not sure why that cultural message has stuck, that we say emotions are a heart. We really want to give you tools to rock it, to live it, to own it, and just really feel empowered and creative. Okay, get your notebooks out. Tip one, find fun. So why is it important? Well, believe it or not, when you're having fun, neurologically, that's a wonderful state for the brain. Blood is flowing, you're interacting with other people. Your brain is kind of lit up because it's perceiving, it's probably a lighter, happier mood. And lighter, happier moods help us with our perception levels, our creativity levels. Laughing is really just something that is not planned. You don't usually, a planned laugh is not a true laugh. So laughing and having fun and being lighthearted, that's a wonderful state for the brain. It kind of renews us and fills us up. So maybe let's put in the chat anything that you did this week that where you had some fun or what you're planning on. Because I'm going to go do yoga in a lavender field on Tuesday night. I'm excited about that. Anyone want to share any fun they had this past week or what they have scheduled for the holiday coming up? I'm going to go to a Guardians game. Aw. Okay, Jillian and I did do. We have a podcast coming up for both of our YouTube channels, Jillian. So we like spontaneously started doing this relay thing where we were like passing a baton back and forth interviewing each other. It was just so funny. We had each other laughing. It was really hilarious. I agree, Jillian. That was so funny. Okay, thank you for sharing, Jillian. Okay, let's see what else we got. It was hilarious. Okay, so that's tip number one. When you look at your week ahead, I usually by Wednesday make sure I have something fun scheduled, because sometimes I'm just like work focused and I don't have anything fun scheduled, and that is just not a happy place to be. So I want to make sure I have something. Yeah, Selena and I, yeah, we did golf, and yeah, she golfs separately. She's a little better than me. And oh my gosh, if I could be a podcast guest, yeah, neat. Yeah, so we connected. That's the cool thing, right? Like, so Jillian and I, we just chatted, and then we recorded each other on our podcast. And then Selena and I, like, we know each other, and she just zipped by me on a golf cart, and I was like, Selena. She saw me first and you, Selena, and then we did lunch together, and now here we are today. So it's just really neat when connections happen, and it's so fun. Okay, thanks for sharing, everybody. Okay, so tip number one is make sure by Wednesday you have something set up fun during your week, because that is, believe it or not, a great state for the brain. And then I like to say protect your melon. So some people call, the brain the melon. And what I mean by that are a lot of things. There's a lot of ways to protect and take care of our melon. But one way is to be careful who we let in. Now, sometimes we think like open all the doors and windows and just let a lot of people into us and give our attention away. So I have, again, I have like two phones near me, one, two, and a computer. And so, a lot of things are stealing or wanting my attention. My dog, for some reason, is crying. I don't know why. He doesn't usually cry. But, things take my attention, and we have to be intentional about kind of, I like the visual of like closing the windows, closing the doors. Don't let everybody in to our thoughts, our energy, our attention, because it is what makes us us. And I did just read something very interesting, that when we're distracted, we're unhappy. It's like unhappiness is higher if we're distracted. So we have to think about that. Like, who are we letting in? Like when I'm at work, I counted one day, and there were 12 ways that people could get to me, like from the phone, computers, pager, electronic records. There was a lot of ways that people could get me messages, and there were 12. So that was a lot of distractions when I'm trying to like be with my patients. So that's another thing to think about. So tip three is, we're on to tip three, which is to fine tune your energy. So a lot of times we hear, in order to get our work done, we put our nose down and we go, and we grind is the word I keep hearing, grind, just get your work done. Don't look up, just go. Well, when you talk to the experts about energy and focus, they actually suggest you take 3 breaks, probably with each meal or throughout your workday, 3 5 to 10 minute breaks. And pause. You look outside at nature. You think of something you're grateful for. You pet your dog or cat, a furry animal works. You think of a teacher that helped you. You think of a colleague that helped you. Some people keep something like a momentum on their desk or in their pocket to remind them of someone they love. So 3 pauses throughout the day, because it actually re-energizes us. So really, I fall for these messages too, is like, keep your nose down, get your work done, don't talk to people. It's actually not how we are the most productive, or how we can maintain our energy throughout the day. We need small pauses throughout the day. So maybe we'll stay on tip 3. So in the chat, why don't you put something you're grateful for today? One thing. Let me know, and then we'll go over them in a minute. Okay, 4, gain guardrails. So what I mean by that is we have to learn what to say no to. Again, it's an intention thing. It's also living in our strengths. So, ready cats, love it. You love your cats. Yeah, cats are renewing. Furry animals are renewing. They say they're parasympathetically pleasing to us, so that they help us recharge. Yeah. Oh, Selena, come on. Now I'm going to cry. You are welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So gaining guardrails. So that means have in your life what's important to you, and know what's important to you. And as well, there is a word called connectome. That means like how your brain is wired, what's easy for you and what's hard for you. And we all have our own strengths. We have our own values. We have our own purpose. And to take some time to figure those out, I like to do that in my business called Brain Fresh, because when you know yourself and you know what you're good at, that's the lane you stay in. And be careful of the lane that other people have given you. That's the other tip. That's an added bonus tip. Okay, tip 5, strengthen your gifts. So there's a really easy program called Clifton Strengths. If you want to know what you're good at, if you've never taken that, I highly recommend Clifton Strengths. It's like $18 and it takes about 20 to 30 minutes. And they give you a report of your top 5 strengths and how you can use those and where they may help you and where they may create some barriers for your actions. Like for me, I like the big picture. I'm not a detail person. So the fact that I don't like details sometimes is confusing to people because I don't leave like a very detailed plan for them. Oh my gosh, I might lose power because we're in the middle of a store. If I do, thank you all for coming. It's nothing personal. Maybe Ivory can pick up. Okay, one more tip. I'll get moving in case I lose it. Believe in belonging. So we hear a lot about psychological safety. And what I mean by believe in belonging is the people that are around us are either helping us or hurting us, right? They're helping us grow, they're helping us learn new things, or they're making us scared where we can't be our full person. So we always have to be careful of those that are around us, literally because they support us along the way. So when we think of these, the other 3 we can talk about another time. So I like to talk about this as priming your brain, getting you ready for living truly in your actions and your gifts, aligning with what's important to you, and then designing your next steps so that you can feel empowered and creative. So we're going to just assess real quickly. If you just write in the chat, prime your brain, fun. So how would you assess your fun in the last week? Was it red, like you need some help there? Yellow, it was okay. Or green, it was like, go. You had a good week full of fun. If you want to put in the chat for you, red, yellow, or green. Ivory, I'm going to make you co-host in case I lose power. Anyone? What do you think? What do you think? Red, yellow, or green? Ooh, let's see. Grateful for virtual meetings. I agree. Red. Okay. So, and I think it's just good to know where you are. I'm seeing some red, so we need some fun. So does anyone want to put in the chat like things where they had fun this week so you can help people who are in the red zone with fun? What did I do that was fun? Well, golfing was fun. I'm really new. I'm not good, but I'm having fun. My husband and I hit a bucket of balls last night before we went out to dinner, which was fun because we're both learning. Okay, so maybe we need a fun workshop. I was thinking that it would be fun to have a fun club and just share fun ideas, wouldn't it? Just make it easier. Because sometimes I want to know what everyone's doing and how you get it all into place, right? Movie marathon with lots of candies and popcorn. So cute. What movies do you recommend, Ivory? So when we use fun or when we fine tune our energy, when we use this priming, what can it help? Why does this matter? Well, it helps our stress, our long hours, our emotions. How does it help? It gets us rid of this magical thinking that everything's going to be okay somehow. Maybe we're all going to be fine when we retire, but we just like right now, if we're working or you're busy in your lives day to day, like when are we going to learn some tools to take care of ourselves, to learn how to manage our own energy and focus? We have these tools. These are ways to rebalance and retool in a positive sense. A wonderful book is called Resident Leader by Dr. Boyatsis. Highly recommend it. But if we put our time toward brain priming, we can feel creative, we can have clarity, and we can enhance our focus throughout the day so we can get our work done. Yeah. Yeah, the movie. Yeah, I agree. I think that fun doesn't have to take a lot of energy. It doesn't have to be a big production, right? Like it could be blowing bubbles. Like when I go to the store, I buy those little bottles of bubbles that are like $1 or 30 cents. And I keep them around, and my kids ask, I tell them it's for the neighbor kids. I don't care. But I just go out after work sometimes to blow bubbles. Number one, I think it's good. You did just get out of here, Jillian. Jillian just bought bubbles. I can't believe it. Swear just like I think it's the breath and I think it's just fun. It reminds me of being a little kid. Oh, I love that you have a group of friends, Selena, that you have your empowered sisters. That's awesome. And to have a safe place, right? That goes back to that belonging. Okay, so we have some reds, so we're going to work on this. I guess put it in the chat if you want me to have a fun workshop and just get maybe some fun people that are at the green and to come in and give us some ideas, right? Okay. Because we want to make sure that we're really acknowledging, giving the brain what it needs to look like this beautiful flower, because we're all floating in this culture of a lot of things, right? So we want to make sure we're taking care of our focus, our next steps, and we're aligning with what we're really good at. Which one's your favorite step? Which one spoke to you or challenged you? Oh, you have a lot of, oh, good. Thanks, Selena. Selena could help in our fun zone. Well, maybe we'll have next workshop number 2. We'll have a fun one. What step is your favorite? Go ahead and share it in the chat that you heard. Either favorite because you're thinking about it, like maybe you need to do some more of it, or favorite because you got a green with it. What's your favorite step so far? Let's see. Oh yeah, good. Yeah, drop it, Selena. Share your gems. Belonging. Yeah, belonging is really important. And I think I feel like we always hear about the opposite, um, which is the psychological safety. And so then we focus on safety and the harm, but we also, on the opposite side, I'd say, is who gives us the feeling of we belong, where we're safe, where like Selena's saying, she has that sister group, where you have a group where you feel very protected and safe, that you can be honest with them. Like I just saw something is like, don't share your good news with people that you don't trust. And I thought that's so interesting, right? Because some people won't be able to really celebrate with you if they're not there too. So we have to be careful of the people we keep around us, especially if you have a goal to change. We need to have a growth team with us, safe people around us to help us move forward, keep us accountable, and to support us with resources. So when we're in the high risk profession, women and, with a lot of gender inequity at work, Brain Wonder can help guide us. It can help us find more joy professionally. It can help us take actions and see the changes needed and to find those solutions that we need. So I'm all for Brain Wonder, and I never said we have to know it all. We just, I would just say just curiosity really is all that we need at this point. And if you have a choice, you have a choice. You can take action or you can keep going and maintain your status quo. We can prime, we can align, we can design with our neuro powers, I like to call them. And now let me read the chat. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Oh, you missed the last. Yeah, the last 3, Amy, we're going to save for another one because I want to make sure I give Ivory enough time to walk us through some exercise. So we'll have another one. And we'll keep you posted. All right. So Miss Ivory, I am going to make you the host so you can take over. Thank you everyone for your attention. And I am going to, whoops, Amy, what happened? Scooted.
Okay.
There we go. Hi, there we go.
Perfect.
Good morning. How are you? Or
Morning.
afternoon.
How
I
are
guess
you
it's
guys doing?
afternoon. Yeah, good. I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
mute. It's all you. I'm gonna mute.
Okay. Well, for those of you who don't know me or you haven't met me yet, I'm Ivory Howard, and I'm a yoga and Pilates instructor. And today I'll lead you through a simple restorative practice. It's great for anyone who's just starting their yoga practice, or if you're an advanced student, it's a great way just to slow down and take some movement today. It's Saturday, so we're not going to get crazy. You're welcome to have a seat on your mat or at your desk or wherever you are. It's something simple that you can do when you just need a break, so you can step away from your desk or go to your mat. It's very flexible. As you can see, I'm in a flexible space today too, so it's great for that. And I just want to remind everyone that, it is exercise still. So if you feel dizzy or you feel any pain or tingling, you can stop. We're recording. So you can always go back to the recording and try again later when you feel better. All right. And definitely feel welcome to use your cameras so that we can see each other just as we would in a regular class. No judgment. All right. So let's see. We did talk a lot about the brain and things you could do to feel better, and invite a little more vitality into your life today. And exercise is certainly good for that as well. It's great for the brain. It's great to reduce anxiety and depression. And it also helps reduce cognitive decline and dementia as we age. It's a great thing to take with you as you age. And we are all aging wherever we are in our lives. So Definitely exercise. Take a little bit more time for yourself just to do that and get away. All right. Welcome. Okay, so today we're just going to start with head rolls, and we're going to roll to the right to start. And depending on how you've set things up on your side, I may be a mirror to you or I may be the opposite. But we'll start to the right, going to the right. Just head rolls, and feel free to take it easy. If you haven't warmed up today, you may feel a little stuck, maybe like the 10 man. So take it slow if you need to. And we'll do 2 more in this direction. Good, and then come back to center when you finish your 2, and then we'll go to the left this time. And I know if this is the first movement of the day, you may be hearing some clicking and popping, and that's totally okay, as long as it's not painful. All right, and just 2 more in this direction. And then come back to center. Great. All right. And one of my favorites, we're going to do body rolls too. So just like we moved our head, we're going to move our body to the right. So all the way around, big, big circles. Give yourself lots of space, movement in your body. Just get any wiggles out. Feel free to take any additional movement that you like here. It's always nice just to move, just like we did when we were kids. We should still be moving. Good. And 2 more to the right. And then when you're done, come back to center and we'll move to the left. Big, big circles all the way around. Good, perfect. Last 2 in this direction. And then when you're done, come back to center. Great. All right, so we'll do cat-cow. So you can place your hands on your knees or right next to you on your mat, depending on what comfortable position you've chosen for yourself. But we're going to inhale, round our backs, round our shoulders. And then exhale, come up, push out the belly, push out the chest. Good. Inhale again, round the spine. And exhale, let it go. Yeah. Inhale, round the back. And exhale. Good. If you want to take any other wiggles that you might need here, maybe you want to go to the side a little bit, just to help yourself. We all have different bodies. We might need a different warm up depending on where we are. But move through 2 more rounds of cat-cow. Inhale to round the shoulders. And exhale to come back. Good. Now come back to center. And we're going to do a twist. So place your left hand on your right knee, and then we're going to twist to the right and go as deep as you like. You're going to inhale, sit up tall, and exhale to go deep. And then with every inhale and exhale, you can go a little bit deeper, but it's up to you how deep you go. And then come back to center. This time, right hand on your left knee. Inhale, sit up tall, and then exhale, twist. And then with every inhale, you can sit up a little bit taller, and exhale, go even deeper. And then when you're ready, come back to center. Great. So we're going to do mountain pose seated, or if you'd like to stand in your own practice where you are, you feel free to do that. But we inhale, we lift our arms up to the sky. And then exhale, cactus or goalpost the arms out to the side. Good. Inhale, come up. Good. Exhale, cactus the arms out. Perfect. And this was a great one, simple one that you can do at your desk when you just need to take a little stretch break. Good. Two more just like this. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. Last one. Exhale, come out. Good. Perfect. All right. Now we bring the hands together and we'll do another little twist, but this time we're going to go even deeper. So we're going to take our left elbow and we're going to bring that to our knee, right knee, all the way. Yep. Perfect. And with every inhale, and then exhale can go a little bit deeper. So you might be able to find that you can look behind you. That's only an option if you'd like to go a little bit deeper. And then when you're in the twist, begin to stack your elbows on top of elbow and push into the hands. And use your breath to help you in this space. Good. And then come up. Good. Hands together. Inhale, sit up tall. And then exhale, we bring our right elbow to our left knee. If you find that difficult, you can always place your elbow in like the center of your lap. And then push into the hands, stack elbow on top of elbow, and then see if you can twist a little bit deeper on the exhale. Good, and then come up. Perfect. And now find a comfortable seated position, and I will just walk you through maybe like a seated meditation, just something that you can do to relax your whole body. All right. And then close your eyes. I'm going to leave my eyes open, but you can close your eyes or like softly close them. All right. And begin to relax your feet. Let your legs relax. Lift your hips up a bit and then lower them down. Let your chest and abdomen relax. Relax your hands and your arms. Lift your shoulders up a bit and then push them away from your ears. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Let your eyes relax in their sockets. Relax your forehead. And breathe. And let your whole body relax. And let go. Just breathe. And you can stay in this space as long as you like, but if you're ready to come out of it, so you can blink your eyes open. Bring our hands to our chest. gratitude, and thumbs to our lips for kind words, thumbs to our forehead for kind thoughts, and then we bow forward, and that's it. So a very calm way to start your day or end your day. You can take any of those little poses just for a nice stretch or just to get movement going. Sometimes it's great to just take a break whenever you feel stuck. I know that we expressed some very red feelings today, but that's just a great way to get out of the red and just get your body moving, get your blood flowing. And I'm sure some of those ideas that felt stuck will begin to flow again. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to share a few things with you, a gentle practice that everyone can do, just to take a break when you need it. So how does everyone feel? Any questions for me? And I'll drop a little contact into the chat so you can have that. Just so you can contact me if you have any questions. Yes, a question from Selena. You're on mute. You can unmute yourself.
This was really good. I love yoga. So this was like really right on time and so easy. So I'm glad you dropped your contact. Not really a question, just confirming all that I felt.
Okay. No,
Appreciate
great to hear it. Thank you, Selena. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Yeah. Thank you both in the chat from Olivia and Sherry. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. Yeah, definitely take any of those and use them throughout your day, wherever you can find space, just to give yourself a little grace. And definitely, if you have any questions for Mary as well about the whole webinar, any questions that you um, have that are popping up, definitely let us know.
Yes, thank you, everyone. I'm just so honored that you came and you shared part of your day with us. We're just honored to have you. And if you have any questions, yeah, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm glad to stay for a minute if anyone needs anything, but I'm honored. And yeah, this is our second one we've done, so we'll do them periodically, but sounds like maybe, yeah, I guess just put in the chat yes or no if you want a fun, sounds like maybe we have to consult Selena, a fun workshop, give us some ideas. Um, oh, I love it. Yeah, thanks for coming, Jillian. Thanks for coming, everyone. Yes, okay. Yeah, let's do it. I've always loved that. During COVID, I set up a fun club, I called it. So like I got together with some people and each month they had to set up an event so that I knew like each month there was something we were doing with everyone and everyone has a different opinion of what fun is
Yeah.
or what might be a good idea. So they each set up something. So it turned out to be really cool. Like I saw new things in my town I didn't even know. So it was kind of a neat thing. So I always think I would like to do that as well. Yeah. I love it. Okay. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, just coloring. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, just do whatever's peaceful for you. Like that, yeah, that's not work. It's not supposed to be work, you know. Um, yeah, for a women's club in DC. Okay. Yeah, Amy, I'm going to visit a friend of mine who's a doc at the VA in DC area. So yeah, we can stay in touch. But I will send the recording through the link so that you can, if there's parts of this you want to see again, you are welcome to, and you'll have our contact information in there if you need us for anything. But we're glad to, to help, your groups or give talks in your groups. And we just like to share this message because I think we can break it down and help people just find some foundational tools. Everybody's kind of suffering and tired, and I think there's some things we can do to re-energize and reset. So we love sharing those, Ivory and I love it. Okay, everyone, enjoy yourselves. Stay well. Stay in touch, okay?